Morning, everybody. I'm fighting the cold, y'all, but it's coming up. I'm blowing it out. I got all my green drinks, and the green drinks, and I'm eating pistachios for protein. Beans really aren't the best thing for protein, but we eat them, so we acclimated. They're genetically they're man-made, pretty much, but we enjoy them. Well, not all man-made. The splicing of the negro frios and or negro bean and the pinto bean. So anyway, just want to get right into this. It's funny. China was called the land of the G people, which originated from the origin of Asian, not Asians. People equate Asians with slanted eyes. It's all stolen. It's all reversed and changed. First of all, you got Pacific and you got the Atlantic, Aegean or Ethiopian Sea, Mesopotamian Sea. But it wasn't called Mesopotamian Sea. It was Aegean, uh, Atlantis, Ethiopia. Now, the Pacific, you got to remember we have Easter Island. What was the name of that place? Just like Japan, the Anua, the people of Anua. Okay? The original people until the 1600s. And it's like the Z people until the 1600s. Don't believe in all that Mongolian bullshit. Because Genghis Khan was a Negro. I don't care who it upsets. Whatever. Whatever. They don't whitewash everything. They got everybody susceptible to looking at TV and movies, and they got to be a pale skin. So fuck out of here. And give you a couple little crumbs, And then them Zionists so greasy. They got to have a brother, and that's why I don't look up to a lot of the Negroes and so called Follywood. And, you had to sell yourself cheap or be gay. I told you I took acting, and all the motherfuckers only me and this other brother, and he was teetering on the side. I'm talking about big teeter on the side of like playing that game. Like, no, you get caught up, bro. You playing around in that stuff. And everyone, the girls, the sisters were the worst ones. And all three of the Pelsian dudes were bi or gay. And they just showed it. And I was like, look, I was just nice and hospitable, and they knew not to go too far with me because I put them in their place. Anyway, no, long story. There we go. Offshoot. Anyway, you look at here, Atlanta Amaru, America. You have the Atoll Islands, Pacific, right? And then you have what all islands in the Atlantic. You have Carolina. What was it actually called? You got to remember that's the name they fucking made up. All right, because Carolinas didn't exist. Carolina Islands. I just want y'all to look beyond the nuisance of this foolishness and how they do stuff, and nobody starts putting things together. Okay? Atlanta. I mean, Amaru. I mean, it goes on and on. I was on my tablet and I just said, you know what? I'm just going to remember a little bit of stuff. I don't want to put a lot out there. We're the true Asiatic people. We're the true Asians. Now, they'll add Asia Major and Asia Minor. It's all bullshit. Just like India wasn't called India until the 1600s as well. It was Hindustani. You know what I'm saying? A good thing I know some brothers from Hindustan who don't identify with India. They're like, no. And we're talking about dark brothers. Brothers who moved to Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago and all that. You know what I'm saying? Who respect, who believe this is where they're originally from. They don't believe they're originally from there. They believe like that's the place they settled, and then, they co-mingle with the Pelskins who betrayed them as like everywhere else as they they betrayed themselves. Like we do exactly right here. It's the same shit. They haven't beat or won nothing from nobody. They've just been looking for the best weapon. Because majority, not all, but a lot of Pelsians are sick of the mind in these influential positions, and they were put there because they're sick up here. The things that they've done would probably make most of y'all fold up and curl into a corner. All right. So when you look at everything and you start realizing the things you see, then you start realizing, holy shit, we've really been living a turbulent life. You don't have to believe me. Let's put it together. They got our people because of Charlton Heston and Liz Taylor and all them looking at Egypt. Egypt, the youngest pyramids on fucking earth. They got us so enthralled over there with this Africa. You know what I'm saying? That name didn't exist until when? Because they called them Negro the Guinea. Yeah, I don't want to get into the truth of this. All right. The reality is a lot of these pan fries running around and they don't even get us. They don't even understand. They've been in the fire. Forget it in pan. They've been in the fire looking stupid for so damn long. It's amazing they made it this far because you know why? We've got a lot of ignorant brothers and sisters who bought into that and they still buy bullshit books and history and referendums, all this stuff, nonsense, and give and getting purchasing these guys a new car. The materialistic shitbags. You know what I'm saying? Or they work for the federal government because they was crackheads and this, hey son, that and a number of other motherfuckers. Or they gay and they playing it off like they straight. So they play with their he she's. Let me get me you know what I'm taking my. I got a fruit, vitamin C, and a D, vitamin D. Definitely. So I'm just going this morning. My diet's definitely no fish today. It's gonna be all greens, and I'll probably have to run to the store and grab a couple of because I like to buy my bell peppers every day. I'm going to start oven drying them, but that's just to insert that. You know, when you have because I can't afford to get sick, and so here I am because the little snotty little kids and motherfuckers with their flu shots coming around me, and I'm talking to them like, "Hey man, did you get the flu shot? Oh yeah, we got dude. And I'm not giving it strength. I'm just saying they're infectious. They're walking around with a disease, probably incubating anywhere from 2 to 6 months. I'm like, stop getting them goddamn shots. Stupid. Our people have become so stupid. Yeah, movies Contagion, all these different movies that came out in the last 5 years, 6 years has told you about this. And then we can go back to the 1980s when it first kicked off with their plans. Pay attention, people. So, virus and all this. Oh man, they got so many out there. Mark Wahlberg made one. This old Zionist puppet ass. But anyway, I just want y'all. I mean, I'm not talking out of pocket. I'm talking about the reality of the situation. You know, here we are. They got us so brainwashed. We're giving all this billions of dollars to Israel for what? And then some idiot had the nerve to say about Israel, well, we ain't got to be giving them no billions of fucking dollars. That's because they run in this country with America, all this fake bullshit. Excuse my language, but the reality is we shouldn't be paying them. We didn't cause the whole of fucking costs, and all of our people went over there and died and fought because everything you heard about World War II was a goddamn lie. Everything. Zionists don't mind pitching each other against each other. I can't stand them motherfuckers. Not all these so-called, I call them Boulanese. I don't even call them Jews because they're not. They're fucking made up identity at two in the 1600s. They were pilgrims when they first came here, motherfuckers. But look. I'll tell you like this, man. Anybody suppresses real information and history and do very behind the door dirty as shit on planet Earth don't deserve respect or anything good. Except for those who walk away from that and tell the truth, and plenty of them had. All right, so that's how we use our head, and don't be all emotionally unstable about things. You assert something, you speak on something based upon facts, and if they deny, because all they know is no, you know, they talk all fast. I know they married into my family, and I had a number of them tell me enough truth. Well, I knew it, and I went to Edinburgh, Scotland, this, that, and other, and I learned, besides the library, I learned more truth than enough. And then when I listened to my great-great-uncle, and so on. I listened to my great grandma. Grandma, when she was young, she used to tell us, and then she get old, and all of a sudden Hollywood fame stricken her and fake ass Jesus. But I see a lot of niggas running around pushing that shit. They just bought into the story. It's so convincing. But it's a story stolen. Again, they make one man when there's millions. I'm not even gonna get into that. Is there a creator or creators? Of course. It's not our place. We need to be the creators that we were meant to be. We were supposed to live 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 years. Don't believe none of these idiots them created and made when they didn't live long at all because they're leprosy. A lot of them are cleaned up on the outside, but they lepers. It's in the DNA. So understand this. This was always the center of the universe, center of the earth, the universe, right here. This was Asia. All right? So don't let them still pushing this Asian agenda, this, that, and other. Motherfuckers killing each other up left and right, man. Fuck out of here. Though they work together because most of them in ignorance, but there was a time when they all knew who we were and they watched how we were subjugated ourselves. And any of you Negroes who's part of the division, who's creating a problem, trust me, man. You ain't gonna like, cause see, beautiful thing is I still remember a lot about ancient ancestral stories on this land. That a lot of people run around with all mumble jumbled. The native people, all these people run around with mumble jumbled shit. I asked them about tell me about the pale horse and the dark horse, and then I go back before that, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I thought," and I don't say nothing else. Even the common and long tail was over exaggerated. It's funny how the Hopi used to talk about our return, and then all of a sudden it became blacks. Then in the 70s it was some African shit, some 80s, and then all of a sudden now you got these pale skinned fake ass Hopis running around, and we're not even included in the story all of a sudden. Thank goodness I heard the original stories from the Hopi about our return. And the Anasazi are not a people. It means our enemy. You got to remember all these Tatarians and these Chingos and all these Asian slave trade and Mongols who now work for the Vatican, whether as a Muslim or a Catholic. 1830, hell, 1820, they came. 1830, they came up on the east, the western, the so-called West Shores. It's not the West. It's not the East. This is the whole. All this land right here is the East. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into the maps and everything upside down and blah blah. And the people have told you over and over because some of y'all are so ignorant. Mm. Oh yeah, that's cold coming up, baby. But anyway, they Mongolians and Spaniards, Moranos or Moors, Moors. Blackamoors. Somebody's talking about the Blackamoors or black folks. You stupid motherfucker. Blackamoors is a label given to the pale skins who are Moors who wanted to get from under that rule. Boston Tea Party, all that fake shit. Anyway, they paint themselves black with soot to look like us. I'm not even gonna get into the history of that because you know what? It's all there. It's a lot of y'all, a lot of these fools, Umars, Johnsons, and all these radical pieces of work crap figures. You know what I'm saying? You need to pay attention to who you're dealing with. Some of y'all are so brainwashed. Anyway, those are the people, and Anasazi didn't die. They blended in. We are the Anasazi. We are all these people, and we are their enemies. And that's why they still use the fucking word. They make hotels and inns and Anasazi Road and all this. Enemies Road. Spaniards and the Chingos and all them, you know, all the new fake identities and shit came here. And they gathered together to fight and defeat us. Then they started fighting each other and using us to hunt and fight them down. Why do you think TDR, Theodore Teddy Roosevelt, and whatever the fuck his name is, a Jew himself. Why do you think he only used us? He refused to go to war without us. It was his personal security until he got into politics. Then he created the education system to dumb us down further. He didn't like what he was doing. Look, y'all need to learn real history, okay? But I'm gonna stop it right there. Atoll Islands, Easter Island. I mean, look, man, y'all. What's the real name of Easter Island, y'all? Island. Why is Negroes way out there off the so-called West Coast? All down South America was nothing but Negroes. The original book, the first book written about the original people of Alaska was nothing but Negroes. Now you got all these people that came there to conquer, and those who we whooped their ass in 1300s, and there was a handful of them left. We adopted them into our families. We weren't a hateful people. Now these motherfuckers running around in a couple millions. We well over that. We up there, y'all. Don't let them call you a minority again, because you don't need to be led by the hand when your number is greater for any of them. We are greater than any Irish alone, even though that's like our family, bro. The Irish the ones that came over later were just fucked up in their head. The ones that were with us, they worked together and earned the same wage and helped build up. But when they saw the betrayal and that skin color, that tone, that's weakness. You would think they would have laid on their swords for the people who had done them so well, but it shows weakness. That's why a lot of us in the Irish get along so well sometimes, but except for the ones growing up in Yonkers and all that. Them dumb motherfuckers, they Jews. They don't even know who they are. Like Kennedy. He knew he was a Jew from Ireland, but he had to play the role. And then when he got tired of the role because something was in him, it was good. That Twa, that little leprechaun, that original people, he wanted to correct himself and started talking on these motherfuckers when he thought he probably had a good time to do it, and they took his ass out. That's why all these punk ass brothers running around. All of them are punks. Dr. Umar, Sonnet, all of them. I'm not gonna mention the underlings. Fuck all of them, the ones y'all speak so highly about. They ain't nothing but jokes. Don't allow the emotions. Don't ever allow your emotions to get the best of you. Say what you say, mean what you say, and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Lemon, the news reporter, that piece of fucking worthless work. Anyway, y'all need to understand these things, man, and look into it. And see, I just threw a little bit out there. So make it your business to find out a little bit more and add to the kitchen. It's not like it's our information, but nobody has an ownership on it. It cracks me up when people do some research, something, find something, they want to act all. This is the problem with our people. Give me credit for it. You know what? You acting just like the enemy. Stop seeking credit for something you ain't fucking create. It's always been there. You just share it again. All these envious niggas and people over Dane Holloway and all, y'all look the dumbest. All you do is solidify exactly what I've already known. Some emotionally unstable or dumb peckerwood Negroes. Y'all comical. I'll be looking at y'all like, who are these motherfuckers? But anywho, let me get some of this green. Let me get some of this green stuff and oranges and all that shit. And moringa with the wheatgrass in it. Pineapple and coconut water with the, oh my goodness, that tastes so good, y'all. With a little bit of Manuka honey. Yeah, all raw, not heated up, not cooked or nothing. Cool. Oh, that is like, so I'm going to drink that down, eat my little orange and my banana, get my potassium, and then drop a chelated copper. Oh, chelated copper. I have colloidal silver. It's not good to use. I need to get some chelated silver. I'm going to get some of that too. And drop this plant-based vitamin D plant. Well, it's a spray. I'm going to use that. And that really soothes, you know what I'm saying? And then later on, when the sun is really beating down about 80, 90 degrees, go outside and soak up the sun for about 20 minutes. Not too long. When you got a cold, you can't, with the stuff that's in the air and the water and the food and on the ground, you got to be careful. I like to be barefoot. You know, build up resistance, or just the body just caves in, you know. We're not here forever. You know, they've been murdering us for a long time. Right? Y'all want to run around with these little soy babies and everything that y'all ignorantly, y'all a product of y'all or us. No, let me dismiss myself from this. And they want to run around because of the enemy's creation. And we didn't stand up and do what we need to do to stop it. You know? And though I'm aware of what's coming, so it doesn't matter what all the crap and craziness they've done, there's certain individuals coming. They ain't going to be able to stop or do nothing about. So I'm going to say to that. They're going to want to pop their cyanide, this, that, and they ain't going to die. He's stupid. And that's what I'm grateful for. But anyway, let's stay on topic. Those are whole other stories I'm not even going to get into. Because see, all we had was people teaching fear, weakening you, making sure your strength and your melanated energy goes somewhere. All right. So anyway, and look at that. We are the true, and you know what? I don't even like that word Asia. But when you're talking about the Asiatics, yeah, we're the truth. Everything else is a mishmash. Oh, no, you know, it's funny how they equate things and make things. So you got to be Asian. You got to say, well, we got a lot of brothers that who are born here. They ain't got no fake Chinese who got the Z bloodline. Or even the Olmecs had sleepy eyes like me, were kind of considered Asiatic. This straight slit, that's a deformity. Take it however the fuck you want. I really don't care. Because the animal people of Japan, the ones I met, I saw old pictures, man, they had eyes like me. I don't even get into the Maori and this, that, and the other. You got a lot of Hawaiians running around. I'm not black and all. You know, they done been brainwashed and Elvis the fuck down and dumbed down and all spammed the fuck out. But there's still some who I know who know exactly who we are and who they are. So thank goodness for them and not these broke back motherfuckers. You know. Hollywood makes everybody feel a certain way, so they keep them divided and separated. Thank goodness they're still, and look at all them damn Australian Negroes. There's a couple that grew up in America that I knew from Australia who know that we're family. There are pictures of some of our people a long time ago that look like Australoid. Y'all need to understand the importance of the foolery they put on the whole world, man. You know, the Khazarians, with the fake Jews get the Khazarian identity, amongst others, like Caucasian. Whenever my pal comes, I'm Caucasian. I'm like, no, you ain't. she's a leper, motherfucker. You still nobody's identity, motherfucker. That's dead in the water. After World War I, right? What they do to the Khazarians? Just like the Night of the Longswords. What do you think that did? When the Renaissance was really kicking in, still kicking on, they went around slaughtering them. Killed Nicholas V. He was appalled at that. No. Nicholas V. and Abraham Lincoln was killed in the same week because of the bank, that Federal Reserve shit. Okay, put this down. I gotta blow my nose, guys. And I'm looking at me when I blow my nose. My apologies. I'm not sorry or nothing like that. This is my apologies. To be a little decency, all right? We could say that in this new era. Maybe I should have put that on mute. Damn. Oh, that's good. No, that's good. All that yellow, all that coal coming out, baby. All right, that's good. And that's why I stay away from most people. I don't go out on Fridays and all. I don't drink no more. I mean, I might have some organic glass of wine or two once every couple of weeks or whatever. You know, blaze a couple of hits off a tree. You know, blunt will last me a number of days, and you know, I don't. I'm not into the business of getting overly high or drunk. You know what I'm saying? I understand the benefits of organic or marijuana, which always grew here, just like we cultivated rice. They got people thinking rice came from Asia. Man, oh my goodness, people are so stupid. But anyway, I want y'all to look at that. Let me stay on point, because there's a whole bunch of stuff I could talk about. I can converse on. The stuff is in books. I mean, you got a lot of bull crap in books, a lot of new stuff. Look at who's printing them. And then you got things, man, that are relevant to the truth that have always existed. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to hit you with that. I can go off the beaten trail anytime because there's so much information out there. My world travels, military, and all that stuff, and my own. The people I've seen between the 80s and the 90s. Oh man, it's just amazing. And to ignore all that wonderful and be sitting there and talking with master masons in Edinburgh, Scotland. You know, I'm talking about who laughed and then they realized, oh shit, he does know who he is. And they respected me more than anything. I had to drink that drink, the 12 roll, whatever that shit was, busting my ass, falling out the chair. They just laughed and loved it. But they knew who I was. They knew, and they were amazed at some of the information I was sharing. It was like, well, how'd you know? Why'd you find out? And they gave me even deeper resources of information. Yeah, they were old. They were the old guard. They didn't care no more. They felt like, maybe, you know, they done some wrong. Maybe they can make it right at the end. And I was like, do you know our stories? We don't know them all. You can't really make a wrong right. When you set yourself in a position to do things that go against the order and natural nurturing, you kind of write your own prescription. And if you think that in this world, like movie have made people think, well, I'm going to hell. Well, it's not like that. You made your bed, you got a lion. And they respected me for that. And they were old. World War II, that's Korean. I mean, they was old. I'm talking about old heads. They were the old guard during that time. So in the 80s, and when I met them in the late 80s, they were in their 70s and 80s. I'm talking about these are some 80-year-old. I'm talking about they've been over here and everything. They know. So you keep listening to these pieces of crap, these Umars and all these DNA and all these other fools. Not all skin folk is kinfolk, and not all skin folk is from here. Okay? Everybody, I believe all life originated here, but I'm not going to get into that. It's another story. A lot of them Negroes here, you better pay attention to who you're talking to. They might have some of our bloodline in them characteristics. I know pale skins got O positive, not O negative, O positive bloodline. It's because they mixed. They were breastfed by our people. They don't even know the truth. They just run around blind as a cockamamie. Anyway, a lot of them from here. The Moors that came here. All right? That's why we got these dumb brothers who are really from here changing their to white status and all this other stupid stuff. And so anyway, we're graded at any crayon color. We're graded at any status and all that foolishness. They just got enough dumb people working in costumes and uniforms and everything else to believe in the lies to do the dumb things they're doing. So that's just be aware of that. You know, I put a curse out there a while ago. I'm not removing it, and it's going to stay there until they straighten up their damn act. And see, the Department of Justice, this is just another throw-in. They can stop 99.9% of this bullshit, but they're corrupt, foul. It's no good. And look at who's on there. And look at every one of their faces. They're disgusting. See, they already set the agenda in, so they don't give it. They're smirk, they're smug and everything. They don't understand it's not going to work the way they think. And what I said prior to that, let's pay attention, all right? So y'all have a lovely day, all right? And then you Mongolian brothers, you Chinos, and this, that, and the other, and Spaniards, if you got a problem with what I'm saying, you show your emotion. I really don't care. Because I know the truth about a lot of things. We can be family. When the time comes, we be enemies. You're not gonna like being on the losing side. That's all I got to say to that. Because history has been told a lie. You know what bothers me about my sisters right now? Last year they aborted over 2 million of our brothers and sisters. My sisters, all that uplifting and all that powerful speaking. This is the only powerful speaking you're gonna get. The truth. You sick bastards. I'm talking about Georgia and Virginia and all, man, on the East Coast. Just terrible how y'all just was aborting babies like y'all retarded in these liberal states. All this gun control, more gun control. Stupid asses. Stop being stupid. Y'all selected Biden, the fast death, the quick death. Trump was the slow death. That's the game of checkers y'all playing. You don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. Because you're too conditioned. But anyway, I'm going to drop this out there. It's a little controversial, but it's based upon a whole lot of reality and truth. Whatever your conviction is your truth. If you don't want to do the research, and you just want to gab, I don't care about trolls, whatever. Yeah, that's why that's the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. But y'all find out. You'll learn. You will learn one way or the other. All right? Trust me, you will. So y'all have a great day.